Hello! I won't say good morning because I don't know when you're watching this video. As promised, I'm going to shoot a monthly newsletter in video format for you each month that will coincide with the email that I'll send out. We'll talk about some of the details from the monthly report that Durham region sends out. We won't get too technical for it. There'll be an attachment or a link that you can follow if you want to delve into more of the specific information, but we'll hit some high points and some of the commentary from me. I usually provide you with some sort of referral or a did you know, or here's a maintenance thing you can do around the house. We'll talk about that. That's sort of the valuable ad information we've got. We'll give a turkey drive update and, as always, a dad joke. So I was listening to an audiobook recently and there was an analogy that the author gave. He said, picture a cabin where on one side you've got a pot-bellied stove, on the other side you've got a human. And the human is sitting there with his arms crossed and saying, I'm not giving you any firewood until you give me some heat. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Every time I send you an email or post something on social media or talk to you and answer your questions about real estate, it's about the idea of giving you the firewood first. The whole point of this is that you might not be ready to move today or buy today, but when that time comes, I want you to think of me and think about the firewood that you've gotten in the meantime. A bus stop sign or a flyer in the mail is not going to provide that same service. I'm applying for this job all along. I try to approach all of our interactions with providing you with something of value, so if you can think of something that you would like to see in either the video or the email, please let me know. For the third straight month, there was a decline in the home sales in the Durham region. 2,076 sales happened in March, 1,771 in April, and May had 1,574 deals put to paper. Well, I guess it's over. 3 straight months with the declining numbers. So much for a spring market. That's one way to look at it. But consider this. The first point is that 2,048 newly listed homes hit the market in May, and only 889 remained at the end of the month. That still suggests that there's lots of buyers out there that are gobbling up houses at a frenzied pace. To add to that, the average days on market was 8 days. 8 is the average. That means many of them were selling for even faster than 8. For the second point, look at the monthly newsletter email that I send you. I make reference into there as to how many homes on average were selling during this time. 2021 is still selling a lot more homes than in previous years. So if you were on the fence as to whether you wanted to sell now or not, hopefully those numbers help ease some of your concerns, and obviously having a talk will help. The stress test is coming! The stress test is coming! It sounds scary, doesn't it? I think people are more stressed that there is a stress test, and that's what's making them stressed. If you are stressed about the stress test, I know the exact spot you should start with. Talk to your financial advisor. They're the experts. They know the rules. They know the regulations. They also know, more importantly, how it's going to affect you specifically. So let's play a little game. Let's say that you are somebody who is thinking about selling or buying soon, and you're trying to understand what kind of timeline will be involved. Let's use next August in our example, and we'll say that you would like to be in your new home by August 26th. That gets the kids in before school. Most transactions use a 60-day closing. That's the time between the agreement being reached and being firm and to when you actually get the keys to your new house. So if we use 60 days, we have to go back to July and into June of 2022. Somewhere in this week is then when you are going to go firm on the agreement. Let's say that by next summer, we're living in a crazy world where we can start negotiating again and putting in conditions into our agreements. Traditionally, you've got between 3 and 5 days, which perhaps you're going to use for your condition of finance or a condition of inspection. That would take up, in our example, most of these weekdays. But let's say you had your agreement on the 18th or 19th, that means the 5-day counter isn't starting until the 20th. So let's say you saw the house during an open house, you put in your offer, it was accepted somewhere on the weekend, that means you've been looking for a house already. Traditionally speaking, you might want to be looking for about a month in order for you to get a feel for the market, understand what it is you're looking for, which means you should have started your house hunting somewhere in May. That gives you an idea as to approximately how long it would take in a perfect world based on different people's points of view, what you're looking for, and what's available at the time. And now on to the turkey drive update. Turkey Drive was established by the Keller Williams Energy Real Estate Brokerage 14 years ago now. The goal is to provide families in need with a whole Christmas dinner at a time when they probably have a lot on their plates to begin with. They don't need to be worrying about how they're going to feed their family. With some of the generous folks in this network providing their empties to me, we jumped from $940 to $1,332, which feeds 37 families this Christmas. As you may recall, I set a goal of $5,000 to be raised this year, and I've got some good news that may help support that. Once again in 2021, Keller Williams Energy is partnering with Feed the Need Durham, who will be providing tax receipts for anyone that makes a donation. The link isn't live yet, but as soon as I get it, I will provide it to everyone in the monthly newsletter, and I'll make it part of my email signature moving forward so you can find it more easily. You've been such a good audience putting up with me for the last few minutes. Here is your reward. Kinda. Maybe you think you're being punished. But either way, here's the dad joke. Why didn't the rooster cross the road? Because he was chicken. So thank you for making it all the way to the end of the video. For those of you that did, that didn't feel punished from that joke. Punished. Okay, I just did another one. Thanks for coming. I really didn't think I could fit all of you into my small office. I hope you weren't all too cramped and that you got some information from it, some firewood, and some entertainment. And hopefully we'll be able to add to this moving forward, and you will enjoy them just as much as I'm enjoying filming them right now. Have a great day, and as always, if you have questions, when you have questions, please reach out to me. Shannon Enright, 647-505-5237. Shannon at the Sutherland Real Estate Team, because everyone needs a friend in real estate. See you next month.